The 2023 Phillies currently stand at 35-34 on the season, one game above 500. Just a few games ago, these same Phillies held a record of 25-32, being last in the NL East. Just 1 year ago, the 2022 Phillies were in the same situation. They played to a tune of a 21-29 record before turning it around in the month of June. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down why the 2023 Phillies are very similar to that 2022 Phillies team, and how they can still be one of the best teams in baseball even after that awful start. Before we get into the video, like the video so I know you enjoy these videos, as well as subscribe to stay up to date with all things Philly sports. Make sure to watch the videos to the end because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm to grow the videos as well as the channel. Let's take a look back into that 2022 team first. 21-29 is an awful record, and many were counting the Phillies out at that point. They won the next game in San Francisco, which would end up being the last game for manager Joe Girardi. He was fired the next day on an off day, going into the early part of June. Bench coach Rob Thompson would take over as the interim manager for the remainder of the season. The next series the Phillies would play, they would welcome Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, and the Angels into South Philly. The first game they would win 10-0, with both Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber having 2 home run games. It felt different in the clubhouse with Girardi gone, and the Phillies were going to win 9 straight and not slow down the rest of the season to clinch a wild card berth, the first playoff berth for the Phillies since 2011. At 87 wins, they would sweep the 3-seeded Cardinals as the 6th seed, beat the Braves in 4 games in the NLDS, beat the Padres in 5 games in the NLCS, and fall just short of a World Series title against the Astros in Game 6. Even though they came up just short in 2022, these 2022 Phillies were an amazing team after struggling so mightily to start the season. The 2023 Phillies are very similar in a lot of ways. When they started off with that 25-32 record, people were counting them out again, but the Phils have won 10 of their last 12 to pull back above 500. The Phillies started this hot streak on June 3rd after dropping a game to the Nationals. If we take another look back at the 2022 team, that series against the Angels, which changed the rest of the season, started on June 3rd. Once the Phillies hit the month of June, a whole nother gear seems to be put in place. They start raking on offense, and their pitching does not disappoint. A player I want to highlight for a minute is Kyle Schwarber. He is known to be insanely good in the month of June after starting out awful. It happened in 2022, and it is happening again here in 2023 with him having very similar numbers. The 2022 Phillies played without Bryce Harper for a good portion of the summer due to him being hit in the thumb in late June. The 2023 Phillies are playing without first baseman Rhys Hoskins for the entire regular season due to getting surgery after an injury in spring training. These two guys are clubhouse leaders and perform on the field, so missing them hurts the team badly. The 2022 Phillies did well without Harper in the lineup, and the 2023 Phillies are starting to do well while Hoskins is gone. The 2022 team got Harper back late in the season to push them into a playoff spot, and Hoskins is rumored to have a chance to come back sometime in October. If the Phillies make the playoffs, Hoskins may be put on one of those playoff rosters with a chance to contribute. Moving on from the 2022 Phillies, the 2023 Phillies have won their last 4 series, putting them in a good spot in the mid-season playoff positioning. There are many surprising teams in the league this year. In the National League, the Diamondbacks are leading the West and fighting for the top spot in the NL. The Marlins are 7 games above 500 and holding a wildcard spot. The Giants are even holding the final wildcard spot, a game and a half above the Phillies. I fully expect the Marlins and Giants to come back to earth a little bit and give the Phillies a shot to take one of those wildcard spots. With the NL being very weak this year, the Phillies would have to play very poorly down the stretch to miss out of these playoffs. This Phillies team is just giving me deja vu from last year. For a little fun note, they even brought back Dancing on My Own to help them with their winning ways. If anyone doesn't know, that song was what they played after every playoff win, as they were the underdogs that entire playoff run. I'm excited to see the rest of this season plays out and see how much more like the 2022 Phillies the 2023 Phillies can get. I hope we get a similar season because the 2022 Phillies team was absolutely magical and the 2023 Phillies can be just like them. That's going to do it for this breakdown on why the 2023 Phillies are just like the 2022 Phillies. Make sure to leave a like so I know you enjoyed the video, as well as subscribe to stay up to date with all things Philly sports. Make sure to comment what you thought about the video because I love getting feedback from you guys. Share this video with your friends if they are Philly sports fans. I try to get out the best Philly sports content I can, so I appreciate all of the support. That's going to do it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.